Hi everybody. I'm gonna make a video today to help you figure out how to do this Scale Wars thing that I just posted on Google Classroom this week. So I hope you can see my screen. Just follow along with what I'll be doing. I'll be giving you all the instructions you need, and I'll teach you how to do it. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're going to log into Google Classroom. I'm in my middle school band Google Classroom now. I got here, so I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. Okay, once you're into Google Classroom, you're going to go to Classwork. Classwork will have this Scale Wars section right here. You can open two things here. You can open up the Scale Wars scales, which I'll do flute today. Open up my scales. You can open that with anything. No, you can't. Just open it with Kami. Annotate with Kami. If you don't have Kami, you need to download the Kami extension. But I think most of you should. So you're going to open it with Kami. Leave that open. Then you're going to go to Scale Wars itself, and you're going to open up the document for your instrument. So I'm going to do flute today, so I'm going to click the flute PDF. Okay, I'm going to open that with Kami. So now I've got two windows open. I've got the scales right here. Should look like this. And I've got the actual paper open right here. Okay, it should come to this. This is what we're working with. Okay, the first thing you want to do before you do anything else, you want to make a copy of this. And it should tell you to make a copy every time you try to edit it. It won't on mine because I'm the author of the document, but you should make a copy. If you can't do that easily, you can go over here to download. You can download it to your Google Drive, the original, and then select which folder to send it to. Google Drive, the original, and then select your folder, and you can just pick a folder to put it in. Okay, and that'll export the file and make a copy of it. Okay. Once you've got the copy open, we're going to start doing this worksheet. Okay, and the Scale Wars is really easy if you know how to do it, and it's really hard if you don't know how to do it. The easiest way to go about it is to look at your scale that we're working on. So if we're working on the first scale on the Scale Wars paper, concert B flat and major. Everyone should have concert B flat major. It might look different on yours if you're an alto saxophone or a clarinet, but it'll still be concert B flat major. All you have to do is copy this down onto here using the tools in Kami, and then fill out the fingering chart. The only thing you need to actually know, you don't need to know anything. You need to know the lines and spaces of the staff. That's it. It's really easy. But we're going to go through this one by one. So your name, you're going to open a text box. On the name, I'm going to write Mr. Huntington. Okay, that's my name. Pretty easy. Whatever my mission is, whatever scale I'm working on. So we're going to start with the force sensitive requirements at the top. Concert B flat major is my first scale. Okay, so mission, concert, another text box. Capital B, lowercase b if we're doing B flat. If you're doing something else, F maybe, or E flat. A flat is a lowercase b, okay? A sharp is a hashtag or a pound sign, okay? But we're going to do the B flat scale. So you should have your name and your mission written in rather easily. They don't have to be perfect. They just have to be on the spot, okay? To get points for this, for your class or for you eventually, if you ever are able or willing to come back to school, to get points, you have to send me this paper and a video of yourself trying to play the scale. You don't get any points if you don't attempt to play it, okay? So make sure that at the end, when you're done with this, you send me a video of you playing it, or oh, I just need a video of you playing it. You record it on your Chromebook. It should have a webcam on it. So it says you must earn 22 or more points, 1 point per question. There are 24 total points on this paper, so you can miss 2 to move on to the next scale. First thing we're going to do for number 1 is we're going to draw the correct notes for the given scale on the staff above each scale degree number. These are all scale degree numbers. You're going to draw notes on the staff above those notes, above those numbers. So we're going to go to shapes. Go to shapes, and you're going to grab the circle, the ellipse. Okay? You're going to draw a circle. And whatever note it starts on, now listen, don't get ahead of me. Whatever note it starts on, your scale, is where we're going to draw our first circle. So concert B flat major starts on a B flat. Duh, right? B is the middle line of the staff. Remember, Elvis's guitar broke down Friday. So we're going to draw a circle on the B line. Just draw a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can look like this, look like that. Probably not like that. It's a little too big. But just draw an oval or a circle there. There's your first note. The only other thing you need to do for every single space or line, you're going to draw another circle. Don't think too hard about this. Watch. I have another space in between these lines. There's a circle. Another line moving up. There's a circle. That's number 3. We're drawing 4 circles or ovals. There's number 4. Number 5. And on top of the staff, number 6. But here we have a problem. And it may be at the top or it may be at the bottom of your staff, depending on what your scale looks like. You're just going to copy down what's on this scale. So if I can zoom in a little bit, this right here, B flat to this high note, this other B flat, is all you're writing in. Okay? It's not hard. If you get confused, let me know and I will help you out on our own time. It's not very difficult. So here we have an A, an A note right here. It's a circle with a line through it. So you're going to draw a line using the line tool. You're going to draw a line, and you're going to draw a circle over top of it. Okay? And then one more higher, you're going to draw another line because on our scale sheet, we have one on top of a line above the staff. These are called ledger lines, these extra lines. You're going to draw your final note on top. Okay, it's real simple. And I'm doing this for flute, but clarinets might go below the line. It's just as simple as that. Draw a line and draw a circle over top of that line. Okay, it's not that difficult. If you have trouble, let me know and I'll help you out. But it's very simple. You just got to know what you're doing. So you're going to put a circle or an oval for every single space or line following this scale. You don't even have to know it. You just have to follow this first half of the scale, these first 4 measures. Okay, the one thing you do have to know is that this key signature, these 2 flats, B flat and E flat, need to be in your scale. And all you're going to do is find the B, put a lowercase b next to it. Find the E, put a lowercase b next to it. Find the last B, put a lowercase b next to it, okay? If those notes are not flat, then they don't count. They're not the right note, okay? The reason we put those in is because we are in the key of B flat, meaning you have this many flats in your scale. For other instruments, it might not be this. It might be 1 flat, it might be 0 flats. It might be 1 sharp. But you're going to put those on the notes that they belong on. You know which note they belong on because that's where they are on the staff. This one is on the B line. This one is on the E space. So we know that our B flat and our E flat, or our B's and our E's, are flat in this scale. Moving on to number 2. Write the letter names for the scale degrees. So this is really easy. If you know your alphabet, it's really easy. Start on 1. Put a text box. You only need to put 1 text box for this. The first note of your scale, whatever it is, write it in. This is where you have to know your lines and spaces. Our first note for this scale, Elvis's guitar broke. It's B. B. And we've already written in that it is flat, so we got to put our flat. B flat. First one good. Tab over. Press the tab key. Don't open a bunch of boxes. You don't need to. Just 1 box is fine. The next note, 1 step up. It's just the alphabet, people. C. Just follow the alphabet. The musical alphabet. D. E. The only thing here is that we do have an E flat, so you have to put an E flat. Follow the alphabet. F. Follow the alphabet. G. Now the musical alphabet doesn't go past G. There's no H, there's no IJ. We're going back to A. And then the final note is, of course, B with a flat sign. So it's B flat. So you should end up with that. Okay, this isn't going to be the answer to all of the scales. This is just to the concert B flat scale on the flute. It might be different for you, but everybody just follows the alphabet in a scale. The only thing that's different about the alphabet is where it starts and which notes are flat or sharp. And if you have trouble with that, please let me know, and I'll make another video detailing a different instrument that has sharps on it. Now that we've got that down, you're going to find the drawing tool. You're just going to use a circle. You can make your stroke as thick as it needs to be. I'm going to use a 10. You're going to fill in your fingerings. Okay, every single one of you has a fingering chart. I posted it first week of school on, who is that? Posted it the first week of school on the Google Classroom. You can check in your week 1 music PDFs. It's at the bottom of those 4 pages. There is a fingering chart. Or you could just know your fingerings, or you could Google it. Fingering charts are so easy to find. And you're going to fill in your fingerings for each of these numbers. So number 1 is a B flat, a low B flat. For the flute, we have these 2 fingers plus that and that. Okay, and all I'm doing is drawing circles. You don't have to draw it perfectly inside. I'll know what you're looking at. For C, we have this and that. For D, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how easy this is just to fill in your notes? It's not, I don't want that actually. That's wrong. It's just to fill in your notes. You can use any color you want. I'm using black. Okay, E flat for if you're a flute. Fill in the notes. Okay, no, I'll put that better. Going on to F, number 5. F, we have these 4 plus that guy and this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's wrong. 5. A, and then B flat. High B flat is the same fingering. If you're not a flute, that doesn't matter. But you see the concept. All I did was put a dot on each of the correct fingerings. It's not too difficult. You just got to put them in the right spot. And there we have a completed form. Okay? All you do now, once you've completed it, you need to use it to practice. What you've done here is you've made yourself a fingering chart for the B flat scale. That means that every song that's in B flat, you have a fingering chart for every single note in that song. Now you can keep it for your own practicing, which you should, and you can send it to me. There's two ways to do that. You can go to the share document button up here at the top. Okay, click it. You can copy the link. Make me a viewer. Anyone with the link can view it. Okay, copy the link, and then you can go to your email. So we can go to Gmail, gmail.com. Okay, and I've got, this is not my school email, but it works. Go to compose to R. Huntington at Norton City Schools, right here. Looks like that. Subject, whatever you want. Okay, and you can post Control V, post the link, and then send it to me. That's all you need to do. That's one way to do it. Another way is that when you create this copy that you made, it'll put it into your Google Drive. You can go on to Gmail, insert a file using Drive down here on this button, the bottom right, click it. It'll be in your recent, and then you click it and you send it to me, okay? Just send it to me so I can look at it. You don't get points until you've sent me a video of you trying to play it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do have to try. And that's as simple as it is, guys. You can do that for every single instrument, and you don't have to do this at speed with me, at pace with me in my class. You can do as many of them as you want, whenever you want. You'll get better faster, guys. There are 12 scales on this sheet. They're not all easy, but some of them are, and you should be able to learn them yourself. You have that ability. It's like practicing in multiplication tables, okay? You have access to a fingering chart to do the bottom part. You have access to to your exact scale written out for you right here. The scale's already written out, so you can fill that in. The only thing you need to know is how to do the paper, is how to put the flats and signs on, how to use the cami stuff, and the names of the lines and spaces. Okay, I want you guys to start sending these in. For every 20 points that people in your class get, that is 5 minutes of free time for that class. And once this coronavirus stuff lightens up, if it does, that can translate into a trip for those people who did a good job at this, or can translate into a party or something that we can do after we're able to come back to school. But also, it's really going to help you play. So please work on this stuff. If you are running out of stuff to practice at home, watch my videos because they will help you, and work on your scales. They're all going to be easier if you practice now rather than waiting until next year when you're able to be back in my class. I promise. Okay? Start sending these things in, guys. Go in order. B flat major, F major, be a force sensitive first, and then an initiate, and then a Padawan, and then a Jedi Knight. Go in order. You can't just jump to the bottom because it's really hard. Okay? Start the easier ones. They're arranged like this for a reason. If you have any questions, please email me. I'll post this on the page, and we will get started this week. Good luck. If you have anything else, any kind of question, please let me know, and I will help you. Have a good day. Thank you.